Skull, fellow YouTubers. My name is Jedi, and I am creating these videos because on YouTube and everywhere else I can't find anything that just simply lays out everything, word for word, no problems. Please excuse my child in the background. She's crying because she's teething. Anyway. So this is Norse Paganism for Dummies. First, let me begin by saying I am not an expert, and I will never claim to be. I am creating these videos as a tool for myself, through my own research off the internet, out of books, from various sources, and it's all for myself to learn my religion of Odinism, or Asatru, or if you even prefer Norse Pagan, and we'll even talk about other sects of paganism too, such as Wiccan, Druidism, shit like that. It's to make it easier, and if some wish, they can learn with me as well. I will not tolerate negative comments towards my videos. However, I will take suggestions. And please keep in mind that I'm making these videos in the middle of night, usually, except for today, because I'm on a graveyard shift, and that's the only time I really have. So the first thing we all need to recognize is that this religion is a religion of knowledge and study. If you are unwilling to learn, and then there's absolutely no reason to even be starting to pursue this knowledge. Or this religion. Also, this religion is not race-based. So all of that neo-Nazi stuff, just fucking put that out of your mind, because that's a bunch of bullshit. If that's what you believe, fine. Just leave it alone, walk away now, because we don't need more of that shit in this religion. Too many people think that's what this religion is about. It's not. Plain and simple. And that's the end of that conversation. I'm not even gonna, if you post anything about it, I'm just not even gonna respond to it, because it's bullshit. However, my goal here is to be actually learning as a collective of what this religion is. So we will begin by going over some basic history. So in the beginning there was stuff, and from this stuff came more stuff. I'm just kidding. That's a joke from my childhood. Anyway, so in the beginning there was fire, and there was ice. Two elements. That's it. Nothing else. Two worlds that were two different elements, fire and ice, and these two planets were Muspelheim and Niflheim. No, I don't know if I'm pronouncing them correctly. I'm trying, and if you know that I'm mispronouncing them, by all means, correct me. I don't mind, because we're learning here as a class. Now, a gust of warm air from Muspelheim hit the cold of Niflheim and created two beings. The first is a Jotun, or a giant, named Ymir. The icy cow, the Hulma. So Ymir's foot, as weird as that may seem, bred a son, and a man and a woman emerged from his armpits, making Ymir the progenitor of the Jotun. While Ymir slept, the intense heat from Muspelheim made him sweat, and he sweated out Surtur, a Jotun of fire. Later, Ymir woke and drank Odhumla's, sorry, I have trouble saying that name, milk. While he drank, the cow licked on a salt stone. On the first day after this, a man's hair appeared on the stone, and on the second day, a head. And on the third day, an entire man emerged from the stone, and his name was Buri, and with an unknown Jotun female, he fathered Bor, the father of the three gods, Odin, Vili, and Ve. When the gods felt strong enough, they took on their father and killed Ymir. His blood flooded the world and drowned all the Jotun, except for 2 of them. But the Jotun, or the Jotnar, who were the group of giants that were banished from Asgard, grew again in numbers, and soon there were as many as before Ymir's death. Then the gods created 7 more worlds, using Ymir's flesh for dirt, his blood for the oceans, rivers, and lakes, his bones for stone, his brain as the clouds, and his skulls for the heaven, or his skull for the heavens. There we go. Sparks from Muspelheim flew up and became stars. One day, when the gods were walking, they found 2 tree trunks. They transformed them into the shape of humans. Odin gave them life. Vili gave them mind, and Ve gave them the ability to hear, see, and speak. The gods named them Ask and Embla, and built the kingdom of Middle Earth, or for them, or Midgard, as it's better known as. And to keep out the Jotnar, the gods placed a gigantic fence made of Ymir's eyelashes around Midgard. So if you look at this story, you're going to notice, if you have any kind of history in the background of Christianity, you're going to notice a lot of similarities, which is bound to happen because, well, let's face it, our religion was around thousands of years before Christianity ever was. Not that I'm trying to sit here and say, Christianity's wrong or whatever's wrong. We're not even going to sit here and have that discussion. So this next part is why some people hate Loki, and some people do not. Personally, I don't have any problem with Loki, and because I understand Loki. But again, we will discuss that in another video at another time. So the Volva goes on to describe Yggdrasil as and the 3 Norns, Urther or Weird, Verandi, and Skuld. She then describes the war between the Aesir and the Vanir, and the murder of Balder. If anybody knows who Balder is or doesn't, he is Odin's handsome son who everyone loved, but Loki. Loki hated his guts because he's a jealous god, that's for sure. The story is that everything in existence promised not to hurt him except for mistletoe. Taking advantage of this weakness, Loki made a projectile of mistletoe and tricked Holder, Odin's blind son, who didn't make that promise before, because he wasn't technically born before the promise of not hurting him. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. Anyway, that's his blind son and Balder's brother. Tricked him into using it to kill Balder. Hel said she would revive him if everyone in the 9 worlds wept. A female Jotun, Thok, who may have been Loki in a shape-shifted form, did not weep. After that, she turns her attention to the future. So that's kind of the creation story, if you will, as far as this religion goes. Please, that is it for now. Please follow me and expect more videos in the future. Again, comments are well received as long as they're constructive, and anything else will be ignored. I simply just will not respond to them. Thank you very much, and you all have a wonderful day.